Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator 2. If you missed the last episode and you want to go back and check it out, I'll put a link up in the upper right-hand corner so you can do so easily. Okay, let's hop into the email. Let's see what we've got to work on. We've got 2 water cools and a build. Dang. Sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work. Let's take a look at this water cool, though. This is one that we didn't do, I believe, last episode. It was a leftover. Let's see what it says. It says, me and the rest of Spiral Taps have been having a blast playing Rock Group Extreme. Thanks for the rockin' upgrades. It was so inspiring, we all agreed to make more time for real band practice, too. I've even been writing a new song. It starts off as this beautiful slow ballad, right? All cascading scales and lush harmonies. Very Freddie & Co. That gradually led us into this grand, meandering organ middle 8, Shades of Wake Man, before everything goes quiet. Then in the silence you hear this ethereal sax that drifts in and gently builds into a soaring guitar solo, a gut punch crescendo, then a slow fade out like waking from a dream. Really beautiful stuff. So yeah, keep an ear out for it. It's called Lick My Boiler Pump. Oh my. Naturally, that's had me thinking about water cooling for my PC. Are you up for installing a water loop? We all agreed to club together, so we've got $1,000 to spend. And don't be shy, it's always a privilege to see how another plumber handles their pipes. Rock on, vicious. Okay, so they've got a parts budget of $1,000 to water cool the CPU and GPU and spend less than $1,000. Let's take a look at the stats. Alright, got a B450M mortar max, a Ryzen 5 1400. I don't even know why you'd water cool that, but okay. Whatever they want. A Shein GeForce GTX 970 Gamer XL. I do not think they make a water block for that. Let's see. GPU blocks. Yeah. Right, so we've got 2080s. I mean, they haven't updated any of this stuff at all. We've got 2010 series, 2080. Like, we can't even water cool most of the newer stuff. I mean, here's 40 series that only works on the 4090, and it's ugly from Corsair. 1070, 3080, 3090. I mean, we can't even water cool the 50 series as far as I can tell. But we also can't water cool anything as old as the 970 Gamer XL. So we're going to have to buy... Yeah, this is all 20 and 30 series and a little bit of 10 series and a couple of AMD things. So we're going to have to buy a new graphics card for that 1,000. And he doesn't say anything about that, and that seems like it could lead to not getting 5 stars. Especially if this 970 ends up being an owned by, that could be a real problem for us, because usually the owned by stuff, if it says owned by, you usually can't leave it out when you're putting a build back together. And he wants the CPU and GPU, so this is really opening me up to losing my 5-star rating. We're going to go ahead and accept that one and hope that we can do something that doesn't get us less than 5 stars. Let's take a look at this other water cool. OMG was playing with the new rig you sent, and I ranked up, and Kirsty saw, I guess, because she asked if she can come over and see my PC. How old is this guy? Need my PC looking beast, so she's like, OMG, your rig is so sick, I love you, ha ha ha, but yeah. Was looking at PC mod stuff online for ideas. Can you water cool my CPU and GPU? That could, whatever that word is, look nice. Haha. Oh, and wish me luck. Romeo. So we've got another water cool CPU and GPU. We've got $200 more in the parts budget. Almost the same build, a B450, a Ryzen 5 5600X. This one's at least a newer CPU. The other one was, a 1400? A Radeon RX 5700. Okay. We've got another one that I'm pretty sure can't be water-cooled. We may be rejecting this. Let's do this. I think we can go in the store. If we go to graphics cards... 5,700. So there's what they have. Unfortunately, we can't go in and look at any kind of stats on this stuff. Supports overclocking. And who knows what this other symbol means because nothing comes up. But if we go here and we say water coolable, both of those go away. If we say water coolable and type in 5,700, the only one that comes up is this MSI Radeon RX 5700 XT Gaming X. So we would have to buy another graphics card and again run the risk of them not wanting the GPU we put in. So I'm going to make an executive decision here and say reject and delete. So let's take a look at this build. We're going to do a water cool that's probably going to get us less than 5 stars. Let's at least do a 5-star build here. This says, "Dear Sir, Madam, I actually need a new computer if that's possible. Can I get a sweet custom water loop linked to my motherboard, please?" They want a water-cooled motherboard. This game doesn't support a lot of those either. Anyway, that Gummy Bears theme looks cool. I'd love it if you could apply that. That Be Quiet Dark Base 700 in white case looks cool. Would be great if you could use that. Regards, March. That's also not a great case for water cooling. So again, if we go back to the store and we go to motherboards and we go water coolable, our list has shrunk by a considerable amount. I mean, we've got 2 rows plus 1. We don't even have anything modern. That's a Z690. These are Z690s, a 390. We don't have any 790s or 890s that we can even water cool. And we used to have some that were water cooled, like from the factory with a block built in. And I want to say they were over $1,000. Like they were a $2,000 motherboard, and I don't see them anymore. I'm not really sure what happened to them. Like, oh, here's one. This EKX. So it's still here, but it's, yeah, it's $510. And that's a 590. We'd have to use like a, what's that, an 11th gen Intel? Are there any? That's the only EKX motherboard. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, we do have a big parts budget though, so we can build something probably pretty nice. We can probably put a 5090 in that beast or something. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and accept it. We'll see what we can do with that. You know what? Let's just go ahead and grab this sticky. And we're going to put it on this desk here. And I didn't get anything for us to build for spares and repairs. So give me a minute and I'll figure out what we're going to work on. Okay, I think I got something for us here. It's something I ordered in the last episode. It's this guy. Yep, I already put it here. It's probably going to be pretty easy. I doubt we're going to do anything super custom with this, like crazy custom. Like this case isn't fun to water cool in, unfortunately. So this thing does have like a really bad little CPU cooler on it. So we'll probably try to put something better on there. Sure, I've got something in stock that will work, but it only has a broken graphics card. So we can slap a graphics card, I'm sure. Let's see what we've got for graphics cards. We got a 2080 Ti, we got a 2070 Super, 2080 Super. Any of these would work. Here's a 3080, 3070. Yeah, we've got some stuff. We've got some stuff. Like, what am I gonna do with that? I think, is that not what's in there? We've got a 12700K, so that's reasonable. And everything else I probably have in stock. You know what? If not, we'll figure it out. Everything seems to be working except for the graphics card. Okay, so let's go back over here. I'm going to open up the shop. Like I said, I know that I've got some water coolers. I may grab another stick. I saw that the RAM was Trident Z5 Black, 16 gig, 5600 megahertz for that spares and repairs. I may grab another stick of that. We're just going to make a simple build this week because we've got a big old build that we're going to do for a customer. So that'll be very nice. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to get parts put in the shopping cart. And as soon as I've got all the parts for all the stuff we're doing, I'll come back and show you what we're getting. Okay, let's start with the custom water cooling stuff for the person who wanted their CPU and GPU water cooled. We're going to get a Corsair Hydro X Series XC7 RGB CPU block. We're going to get an EK 280mm radiator. We're going to get a Corsair XD3 RGB combo. And we're going to see if we can fit or if it'll let us change out their graphics card to be this GTX 1060. It's pretty much the only thing that fit in their budget. We're sitting at $980. They gave me $1,000 budget. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Then for the build to water cool the motherboard, we're going to get this Shein CPU VRM water block 1, which is going to fit the motherboard that I've already picked out. We're also going to get a 140 Revo D5 RGB and an SE240 from EK. I'm hoping maybe we can swap out the fans on that sucker. I guess we'll find out. I'm ordering some fans, so hopefully it'll let us put the fans on there. So let's go ahead and buy all of this for next day delivery. And close that out. Then for the spares and repairs build, I'm just grabbing one more stick of the RAM that's already in it. Then we're back to this build for Marge. We're going to get an MSI MEG Z690 Unify X motherboard and i9 14900K. We're going to get 2 sticks of Patriot Viper Venom ARGB DDR5 32 gig 6000 megahertz. We're going to throw in an MSI RTX 5090 Supreme, 1200 watt Ragen Tech Kratos power supply. We're going to put in a 4 terabyte NVMe drive from PNY. We're going to stick that in the Be Quiet Dark Base 700 case that they wanted in white. And here's all the fans that I'm ordering. Hopefully these 6 fans will work in that build. Guess we'll find out. If not, I guess we'll be ordering something else. Let's go ahead and buy all of that now. All right, let's close all that out. So we have accepted this. That's on its way in. Let's go end our day. Hopefully we've got everything we need. Turn off the lights. End of the day. Yeah, hopefully we've got everything we need so we can get that build done, and we'll see what happens with this water cool one. Okay, there's our dark base. Nice. Let's get all of our parts. Let's grab this. Oh, good lord. That is something there. That is something. Let's see, for this case, they wanted a theme. Let's slap it up there, because I want to do the theme first. Rent. We'll look at all that later. Let's build Gummy Bears. Gummy Bears theme. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the Gummy Bears theme on here. That's not the right thing. Gummy Bears theme. Where are you? There it is. Gummy Bears. Let's go ahead and apply it. All right. Hey, whatever makes them happy, right? Whatever makes them happy. Okay, let's see if we can water cool this thing. Let's get this big air cooler off of here. I don't feel like cleaning that, so we're just going to remove it. And we're going to reinstall it. Yep, owned by. I'm hoping that's not what it says for this graphics card. Okay, it's not. Good. Phew. Good, good, good. Because we ordered this GTX 1060. Let's see here. Get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get their 1060 in here. Then let's go back over here. We're going to go to Tools. We want thermal paste. Oh. try that again. We want thermal paste. Nice. And then we're going to come over here and we need to get their CPU block. Here it is. There we go. Let's take off this side of the case. Let's unplug this fan. Arctic P12. Okay, I've got to remove this part. Why is there a plant in my way? Let's see if we can move that up, maybe. To here. Because this needs to go here. And maybe, just maybe, we can get this drive bay back in. Oh, we can. Nice. Okay, now let's see if we can get... was it this radiator? Yes. Their SE280. Oh, there's a dust filter. Get their SE280 up here in the top. Oh, I should have turned that around. Let's try that again. Flip it that way. There we go. Now we can access the ports. Okay. So let's get this piped. Let's just use clear flex and just some black fittings. Now, I think this is out. Let's go out, in. We'll go out of here, into here, out of here, into here, out of here, and back to the pump. And since I can't see it, I don't really think it matters. Oh, actually, before we do that, we do need to cable this. They look like they have basic cables, so we're just gonna cable everything. And then we're just gonna use clear coolant. I put it in the right. Okay, good. We'll let that run through. While that's running through, let me go here to remove components. Get some of this stuff put back on this case. We got a front panel. Got a PCI lock. Should be able to put this side panel on over here. And I think that's done running through. Let's make sure it powers up. I'm going to hop into the BIOS real quick. See if XMP, they do not need XMP. Let this thing start up. Make sure it works. Okay. It's done. Put this side panel on. We didn't need to dust it or anything. I don't think there was anything else that needed to be done with that one. Let's see. Water cool. Yeah, no. I think we're good. So here's what this build looks like. You can't really see much. But that's all right. Doesn't really matter. Let's go put this thing out in the hallway. We can get started on our build, and then we can knock out spares and repair. You know what? Let's go stick this one in the closet. There we go. Okay, so before I start this, before I start this, let's change this bench over to water cooling. And let's see if we can swap out the fans on this 240. Oh, we can use those. Nice. That's all I wanted. Perfect. Now we can come over here and we can start working on this bad boy. Let's get everything removed. Need any of that stuff. We don't need this drive bay. That probably needs to get out of our way. Let's see. Beauty panel. Why is that black and this case is white? Don't know. Don't know. Oh, you know what else we need to do before we can start at all? We need to come back over here and we need to do motherboards. We need to water cool this motherboard. We're doing CPU and VRM. So we're going to remove all of that. We're going to pop this open. We're going to put in our 14900K. We're going to put thermal paste on here. Not enough thermal paste. Still not enough? Holy cow. Really wants some thermal paste, doesn't it? So here's our block we bought. And that's done. That was fairly simple. So let's zoom in a little bit. And now we should be able to grab our motherboard. Here it is. Remove water cooling. No, we don't want to remove water cooling. We want to leave it water cooled. Get this thing ready for some RAM. And the NVMe drive. So for RAM, we've got this Patriot Viper Venom ARGB DDR5 32 gig 6000 megahertz. 2 sticks of that. And then for the storage, we've got this PNY CS 3140 NVMe. It's 4 terabytes. It's fast. It's fast. Don't know how many of these slots we need to remove. I know that case fan needs to go. Okay, so custom water cooling, we've got this radiator. Let's turn it this way. Go ahead and mount it. While we're at it, let's go back over here. Let's go to case fans because we've got a bunch of case fans to put in. Put one at the back. Did I get too many case fans? I think I bought 6 and I needed 5. Oh well. Yeah, because we can't fit one there. So that's fine. Let's grab our 140 Revo D5 RGB. That's going to mount here. We're going to go ahead and put our power supply in. We've got the Ragentech Kratos 1200 watt in white. That can go there. That looks real nice. That thing matches perfectly. Perfect. Graphics cards, we've got the MSI RTX 5090 Supreme OC. That huge thing is only held in by 2 slots. That thing should be at least 3. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Okay, we need to pipe this, and then we need to cable it, and that might be about it. So for this one, let's use white fittings, and we don't have any other color of flexible pipe? Do they not make it? Oh, wrong place. Custom water cooling. Pipes. Oh no, they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's check out. Let's do same day delivery. Let's go pick these up. I don't know why I didn't already own them all, but whatever. I wanted to use some flexible tubing on this. I think that would be perfectly fine. So pipe. Let's use white flex. That's out. No. Oops. Let's remove that. Let's go out to here. And then I don't know which one of these is the right one to go in for this. I'm hoping that'll work. Okay, then we just want some white cables. Let's use those. Man, when I scroll, it's like zooming me in. Okay. Now let's go over here. Coolant. Let's just do some white to... We're just going to have an all-white build here, at least for the most part. Weird shadow stuff. Okay, so that has run through. Let's get a USB drive in here. Power this thing on. I'm going to hop into the BIOS. Sure, we need... Yep, there we go. XMP did need to be turned on. Go ahead and apply changes and restart. Let's button this thing up a little bit. I think we can... Yep, that'll be installed there. Let's see, we got a dust filter for the front. We've got a front panel for the front. We've got a side panel. And we've got a glass panel. Now let's power this thing back up. I don't know why it turned off when I put the case parts on, but hey, whatever. Let's get the lighting app on here. Ooh, that thing's fast. We're just going to select all. White. Close. There we go. There we go. So that is all done. That thing looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. I don't know why that's white when I zoom in and it goes basically black when you zoom out, but whatever. Whatever. This is going to be a nice, fast PC for them. And we came in under budget, $7,389, and we had $7,500 budget, so we're good to go. We're good to go. And we gave them the gummy bears they wanted. Let's put that there. Did we sell anything? No, we didn't make any shop sales. None. So we can collect money. We do have an email from Spares and Repairs. We may take a look at that. Rent is due. Sure. Got some more jobs, but let's see what we get on this one. Oh man, I'm nervous. I don't want to lose my 5-star bongo rating. All right, let's see what we get. 5 stars. Okay. We may have been okay on the other one. I don't know. Go ahead and delete that. Then let's take a look at this build. Hopefully we get 5 stars on this as well. 5 stars. They seem great at building new PCs. Nice. Nice, nice. Go back here. We'll delete that one. New parts available. I'm not sure what that is. MSI logo. That's a fan. Okay. Okay. Do we want to look at spares and repairs real quick? See if there's anything. None of that stuff is any good. 10700, 12700K, but with a broken motherboard. You know what? I'm good. I'm good this week. I'm good. Let's take a look at this last minute spares and repairs build I snagged up here. It's dusty. We're gonna dust it. It does have a broken graphics card, so that needs to go. I don't like these purple cables. Just get that out of there right now. Got a hard drive only. Barf. I don't think I have an NVMe drive, but I do have an SSD. What I ought to do is just buy a bunch of NVMe drives just to like keep in my inventory so I don't have to worry about it. But I do have this guy. Not very big. I don't even know where it would mount. Here we go. There we go. That's mounted. Perfect. This thing has like no fans, no... Wow. Alright, let's clean this. Was it a 12700K? Yeah. Clean this guy up. And then we can go ahead and get some thermal paste on it. Let's see what we have for CPU coolers that'll... That's all that'll fit this? That is sad. Why won't, like, that... What? You can't put... Okay. What a stupid case. That won't fit because of the RAM. Well, guess what? It's getting the same crappy cooler it had on it already because I can't do anything else with it. We can install RAM, though. Up the RAM some. This is kind of going to be a sad build. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Alright, what can we do for a graphics card? That one's broken. Let's sell all broken items. I don't want that 970 either. Let's get rid of that. What's the best graphics card we have that'll fit in here? Got a 3080. 6900 XT. That's a good graphics card. Put it down here. Yeah. 6900 XT in there. I think that'll be good. What about fans? Can we do anything about the lack of fans? Case fans. I don't have anything fancy, but I do have some Mortoni Heataway 120s and 140s. Got a bunch of 140s. Will those fit? Can fit a couple of 140s. Okay. The NZXT. What about anywhere else? Can I get rid of some more fans? It does not look like a 140 will fit in the top. I've got a 120. How many 120? I got at least two 120s. They have to be closed. Is that why I couldn't put a different cooler up there? Let's remove this. No, it's still giving me the same stuff. All right, what about fans? I don't like this case. I don't like this case. At least put... Guess we'll do it venting. It's not like there's really anything to vent here. But sure. Maybe it'll at least pull some air and give it a little bit of breathing. Let's just do... I'm not going to do anything fancy here. Let's just do some, like... Do some of these, like, striped black and white cables. I know I didn't put fresh thermal paste on there, but I think it'll be okay because I just put some on, put the cooler on, took it off, put it back on. Guess we'll find out, right? Okay. Missing cables. Oh. Alright, let's power this on. Let's see if it works. Let's hop into the BIOS. Next episode, we'll do a better build here. 5600. Let's boot from the SSD. But before we do, let me actually, just in case, let me get a USB drive in here. Let's let this thing reboot. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. Let's do the lighting app. Let's just set them... Let's just do static. We'll do static white. This is a white case. The new owner can change the colors to whatever they want. Get these side panels put back on. This isn't a great case to build in. Doesn't have a lot of options. Maybe you can do something with water cooling. I remember doing something with water cooling in this case once. It was a real pain trying to run tubes from one side to the other. So there it is. It's not overly exciting, but hey, it's a spares and repairs build. We'll make some money off of it anyway. Let's resale value $1,086. That seems sad. Let's put something on here. Would camo look cool? Oh, camo does actually look cool on this case. Okay. We didn't sell anything. We're starting to build up some PCs, finally. Finally. Alright, we need to name this. We need to name this. I don't have any names from the Discord server, so if you guys want to submit a name, you can go to my Discord server. There's a link down in the description. Go to the name of PC section, read the rules, and, you know, post a name if you'd like. If you'd like your name to be used here on YouTube. Let's just name this, Camo Pain in the Behind. That's what A stands for. Behind. Because the case isn't fun to build in. So there's $50 for naming it, $50 for case customization because we made it camo. We put in new cables, but it didn't count them. We didn't do custom cables. I didn't bother to delid. We did overclock by turning on XMP. I didn't do a custom water loop. We did customize the LEDs. And I still amazingly have a 5-star bongo rating somehow after that one job. I was really concerned about that water cooling job. All right, let's come up with a price. All right, let's do $3,000. I don't think this thing's going to sell for more than that anyway. Perfect, 55% chance of sale. I usually try to get it somewhere in the 50% range. So yeah, there it is. Let's list it for sale. Camo, pain in the behind. There it is. Yeah, somebody buy this thing so I don't have to throw it in the garbage. Unfinished. Why are these unfinished? PC with broken PSU and RAM. This is a full build. What's this game doing? That's what the other one said, and then it miraculously worked. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Now I don't remember what I had it listed for. Oh, it kept it. See, now it's for sale. And this one says unfinished. What's going on with this game? Why is it doing that when I haven't done anything? Because look, it actually won't even let me power it on, but then it powers on. Because there's nothing wrong with it. But it's still saying it has a broken graphics card. And that's a brand new graphics card. Okay. Yeah, toxic waste for sale, for sale. I guess we're going to have to keep our eye on these, because if they keep going to unfinished, nothing's ever going to sell. And if that becomes a thing, then I'm not sure what to do about spares and repairs PC builds. Okay, so that was something. I guess we got those fixed. Like I said, in the next episode, we're going to build something much better from spares and repairs. This build was pretty sad and not even up to my normal quality of build. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you being here and hanging out. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as a video from me goes live. Like I said, I do have a Discord server. There's a link to that down in the description. I also stream over on Twitch. There's a link to my Twitch down in the description as well. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.